that some 70% of Africa's population is under the age of 30. Our young men and women are crying out for social and economic justice. They demand equality of opportunity and an end to organized corruption. The youth insist on good governance based on accountability and transparency. If we deny our youth justice, they will reject peace.
Greetings everyone, it's another time and another day we meet again in our lovely channel. And today I'm going to share with you what is actually going on in Africa. What is going on is that Trump's planned a mediation between Egypt and Ethiopia that might worsen the regional tension. This is as Ethiopia has got a dam that produces a lot of electricity, and that dam is called the GERD. That is the dam that it has been established in the River Nile, that passes along or across the Ethiopia land. Now, this dam actually uses a lot of water, and this water are the one which are from the River Nile. But remember, River Nile doesn't pass only in Ethiopia. It passes along, or it passes through many countries, and or the country which passes through or which has been passed through by River Nile also needs those water from River Nile for their own development. But the action of Ethiopia to establish a big electricity dam or big electricity projects along this River Nile has raised a lot of conflict between Ethiopia and Egypt. As we know, Egypt is among of the country that is desert in nature, I can say like that, or lacks water, and 90% of the Egyptians depends on the water from the River Nile. Now, what will happen if Ethiopia established a big project along the River Nile and it uses a lot of water? Means that the amount of water that passes through the River Nile towards Egypt will reduce, and at the end will affect the condition in Egypt. It's true that Ethiopia has decided to build or to establish this project so as to get electricity, so as for industrial development, that's for improving people's condition or people's life standard. Yes, it's true, and it is good for Ethiopia, but what about Egypt, those who are in the desert, those who do not have another major source of water apart from River Nile? Means this is a problem, or this will bring to problem to Egypt. Thus, the conflict has rose between Egypt and Ethiopia towards the water of the River Nile. Now, you know what is going on, or you know what went on behind. The president of Egypt, I mean this Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, this is the president of Egypt, has decided to welcome or has decided to ask for help from the president of United States, Donald Trump. And this, it was through letter, means that the letters were written from this president of Egypt to the president of United States of America, I mean Donald Trump, for asking for mediation for their conflicts. Now, let me read for you this letter, what it was. Now, as I told you before, that the president of Egypt decided to write a letter to ask for help, or I can say mediation, from the president of United States, Donald Trump. And after asking the help from Donald Trump, Also, the president of United States didn't stay silent. Also replied for the help asked by the president of Egypt, and it was through letter. Now let me read for you this letter of Donald Trump to president of Egypt. What he said, as he said that the White House, Washington, January 16th, 2026, I mean this year, that's just a few days before, His Excellency Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, President of the Egypt, Cairo, President el-Sisi, I thank you for your leadership in successful mediating of care between Israel and Hamas. I recognize and you steadily role in managing the many security and humanitarian challenges that have faced this region and your own people since October 7, 2023. This war has weighed heavily on Egyptians, not just their neighbors in Israel and Gaza. We see, but the help was about Lebanon, but I see there's conflict here. But let's go on. In the spirit of our personal friendship and America's commitment to peace and the well-being of Egypt's people, I'm ready to restart USA mediation between Egypt and Ethiopia to responsibility resolve of the Nile water sharing once and for all. My team and I understand the deep significance of the Nile River to Egypt and its people, and I want to help you to achieve an outcome that allows the Republic of Sudan and Ethiopia long into the future. The United States affirms that no state in this region should unilaterally control the precious resource of the Nile and disadvantage its neighbor in the process. I believe that with the light technical experience, fair and transparent negotiations, and strong United States laws in monitoring and coordinating between parties, we can achieve a lasting agreement for all Nile Basin nations. A successful approach will guarantee predictable water release during droughts and prolonged dry years of Egypt and Sudan, while allowing Ethiopia to generate very sustainable amounts of electricity, perhaps some of which can be given or sold to Egypt and in Sudan. Thank you again for friendship and partnership you have provided me and people of United States. Resolving the tension around the GERD is at the very top of any agenda as I work for lasting peace in the Middle East and Africa. I very much hope that this truly understand disputes over the GERD dam will not lead to major military conflicts between Egypt and Ethiopia. Thank you for your attention to this matter. With best wishes, sincerely signing over there, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America. So this was the letter a reply from the United States President to the President of Egypt. So this was a reply from the President of United States towards the President of Egypt. It's true that Egypt needs a lot of water because it's among the dry nation. Also, this Sudan needs a lot of water. It's among of the dry nation. But the question rise: why Egypt has decided to ask for help to Donald Trump? Is it true that they have failed to negotiate between themselves and reach to the final answer, reach to the agreements? Is it true? That is the question that rises. Also, we should ask ourselves, until when are we going to ask for this help for resolving conflicts? Until when? Or until when Africa won't do its own things until we ask permission? Or until when Africa will decide on our own without the assistance of another country? Which day? Because this is 2026. It's almost more than 60 years after independence of African countries. But nothing seems to be independence. Nothing seems to be independent. Because many things that depends on this. We can't do our own things without dependence. Means we can't decide on our own until somebody else. That is the reality, and that is what is going on. So this is among the things that makes many African nations to be down, to be underdeveloped, because once you welcome this person, will come and resolve you, but won't go away there, won't leave you safe, must use your resources. That is the reality. You want or you don't want, once you welcome somebody, will go away, but not forever. Actually, will come and ask you something, because he or she helped you, you must help him. So this is how those developing nations uses this developing nation for their own benefit. So now we see Egypt has asking help from Donald Trump, and Trump has agreed that will help them, but I'm sure something else will go on there between Egypt, Ethiopia, and Donald Trump. And the United States. So this is a message to all Africans that we see that many things we can't decide by our own. So this is a chance, and this is a message to we that we should decide on our own. Let's leave dependence. Let's leave dependence from other nations. Let's decide on our own, because we are independent countries. Why are we waiting for somebody to help us? Or why are we waiting for somebody to give us permission to do something, or to give us, to control us? Why are we waiting for that? Because we are dependent. So let's use our independence effectively, because that is what we have. And you should use it because it's our natural resources. So this is a message to we that we should use our independence fully. And we should stand by our own and use our own, our own leadership on deciding our own matters. So let's stand, let's decide on our own. At the end, we're going to give something better. Actually, once you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and give out your comments. Don't forget to share this video to all Africans who are present in the countries and those who are abroad. Thanks.
Thank you, Africa. Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make Africa great. Thank you, freedom. Thank you, Africa.